Hey Sagittarius, we are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys, Sagittarius. Sag. Ooh, the High Priestess. All right. Why does that make me want to say Taurus? All right, let's see what's up. Okay. What is this? The Four of Wands. All right. I want to say ink cartridges. I've definitely said that before, or I said something about a printer didn't have ink in it. So let's see what's going on. That was I don't know when I said that. It was maybe a few months ago. I'm not sure. All right, let's see. Sagittarius. Let's do one more. There's the High Priestess again. So, all right, Sag. We're going to start there because that's where we're starting. What's at the bottom? Three of Pentacles. All right. Okay. I think I like this. So let's see. You guys have the High Priestess, and this is showing up for your goal here. Okay. What you guys are wanting. So, I think you're wanting to keep something extremely private here, okay? That's really what I'm getting. I mean, I was looking at this card and like just the way she was looking at me, I was like, that sounds like a secret. So I don't know, Sag, I'm thinking there's something about that, okay? There might be something that it's like, I'm doing this privately, or I really don't want people to have access to a certain part of your life, or something that it's like that's friggin' personal, man. Like, okay, there's something about that, all right? I even wonder if there's like certain people that you're like, you know what, I'll let you into like my inner circle, but like the rest of, I don't know, but there's like other people that you might be like, I'm a little not sure how I feel about this, or you might be feeling like sketchy energy from other people, and it might be that you're like, well, that's fine, but I am not sharing nothing. I'm going quiet, you know, that might be what's going on. So, all right, you guys are the Fool card. This is showing up as the possible issue here. I think that this is just something that's maybe unexpected here, okay, that kind of stuff, or there is something that you can see like in the distance, in the background, okay, that kind of stuff. And I wonder if you are possibly wondering if something is worth it or not, or wondering if something that you are maybe getting intuitively, if it's like really based in like fact, or if it's like, okay, like what the heck, it's almost like, does everybody know about this, or am I the only person reading this way? Okay, that's kind of what I'm feeling. I don't think you're the only person reading it that way. I just think some people, whatever this is, okay, I think that whatever you're experiencing, I would trust yourself, okay? I'm going to leave it like that. I would trust yourself, okay? So, all right, maybe somebody's mortgage is an issue as well, okay? That kind of stuff. I know that's freaking random. Also, mortgages are always an issue. I mean, I don't think anyone's like, yes, I get to pay my mortgage. You know what I'm saying? That's never fun. So, I don't know. Maybe that is showing up as like a possible issue here. Or there's a particular pattern that you're spotting here, and I wonder if the pattern that you're typically spotting, there's a inconsistency there, or there's something that you're going like, okay, hold on, like, what's up with that? That's not how it usually is, okay? That kind of stuff. If that's the case, you showing up as a High Priestess is probably amazing, because that you're gonna figure it out. So if you haven't already. So all right, you guys, for your opportunity, you guys have the Two of Swords. Yep, this is about you guys keeping something to yourself, avoiding something that is maybe a distraction, or keeping something very much to yourself, okay? Not allowing something else to infiltrate what you are currently like cooking up, or I don't know, something like that, all right? That's what I'm feeling here. I think you also have the opportunity where it's like, if you maybe have like, there might be somebody here that it's actually really wise to let into a particular, like I don't know, something that you're getting intuitively, or something that you're feeling, or something that you're maybe keeping like, okay, I haven't told everybody about this, or I don't want to like expose in a certain way, that kind of stuff. I wonder if there's like a particular person where it's like, that's the person you should be telling, you know what I'm saying? Or that's the person you should kind of like be like, hey, did you know about this? Or let me kind of like, I don't know, show you what I mean by that. I'm not sure, but I'm getting something regarding that. I just feel like you're I feel like what's going on is I don't think you want to explain yourself, Sagittarius. That's what I'm understanding. And I think it's because you're like, the second I explain myself, I'm going to start doubting whatever's going on, or that you're somebody that you just feel other people's energy and you're like, nope, the second I say what I understand it as, that somebody is going to like steer you off course in some way. I don't know, something like that. Three of Pentacles. Maybe this is, again, could be like a group work type of situation here, okay? Or this is possibly you following a plan in a different way, or you have a completely, I don't know, something. So let's see what this is all about. All right, Sagittarius. I wonder if somebody is keeping a secret from you and you are going all out trying to figure out what the heck it is. Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm the same way. So that could certainly be whatever is going on here. So, all right, let's see. Sagittarius. Four of Swords. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on, Sag. Oh gosh. All right. Okay, so with the High Priestess, you guys have the Death card here, okay? And this is showing up for your goal. I think that I think you're so super aware that there is something that is transitioning, or that there is something that it's like, maybe somebody else is getting ready to accept something. I almost want to say on your behalf here, okay? I'm not sure. Something like that, okay? I kind of do understand that. And I feel like your goal is to keep something kind of to yourself. Again, possible. Maybe you're waiting to like, be absolutely sure about something, okay? That kind of stuff. I would also say like white flowers. It might be something that's very symbolic for you right now, okay? That kind of stuff. You have them, you have it on the Death card here, and you also have it on the Fool card, all right? All right. You intuitively know that something is going through like a major change, or that something is like the way, again, that whole thing, it's like, okay, I recognize patterns, or I can like spot something like I know what's happening next, that kind of stuff. Again, there's something here that is like, the pattern changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And it's like, you understand that, or you caught that kind of stuff. And I feel like your goal here is to see maybe when that like interrupted cycle is going to change into something else. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I mean, I'm like confusing myself. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully some of you guys or all of you guys are understanding, what the heck is going on here. So, all right, let's see. You might be working with a Capricorn, or you maybe have something to do with a Capricorn here, or something that you're like very much connected to, okay? Or that you've like had for a long time, okay? That kind of stuff. So, all right, let's see. You guys have no, we're gonna do it this way. So you have the Six of Wands, and this is showing up as like what to do with this High Priestess and the Death card here. I mean, there's something about being seen, okay? Like kind of celebrating something, or I don't even know if it's celebrating. It's more so like being okay with like having some attention on you. But what I'm understanding is this is either the energy of like you have to block out somebody who's maybe like not so happy for a victory that you have, that kind of stuff, okay? You might be feeling that energy, and that might be why you're keeping something friggin' quiet, okay? That kind of stuff. You might be like, I'm not talking on that, or whatever the heck it is, that kind of stuff, okay? Certainly could be. But I swear to God, Sagittarius, there is like fear involved, or like the fear of judgment or something like that, because I'm telling telling you there's something I can almost guarantee that you are correct about, okay? But there's something blocking you from that, okay? That kind of stuff. So you have the Six of Wands, I'm sorry, the Six of Cups, and this is showing up as what to avoid here, okay? So not repeating the same thing, all right? That kind of stuff. All right, I feel like there's something, yeah, there is something about that. And I also want to say there's something about avoiding feeling like you have to memorize something, okay? It's like you don't have to memorize something. You don't have to like go over something a million times, whatever the heck it is. It's really relying on your intuition, that kind of stuff, and like your ability to kind of recognize a cycle that's changing or somebody who's going to accept a certain thing here, that kind of stuff, okay? Freaking interesting reading here, Sag, I swear. I'm like, wow. All right, so let's see. With the Fool card, you guys have the Five of Pentacles, and this is showing up as the issue. So all right, you might be feeling like, okay, but if I don't make this like leap of faith, or I don't make this like, you know, whatever the heck it is here, you might be feeling like, well, I'm going to be left out in the cold. I'm going to, you know, not have what I need, that kind of stuff. But I also think that this really has to do with like a confidence level, being like, all right, I know, but if I just like kind of do this, what if I'm wrong? Like, what if I'm wrong and then I'm not going to know what to do, that kind of stuff. I feel like you might be judging yourself even, okay, that kind of stuff. So, you know, I feel like that's maybe showing up as a bit of an issue, but I also, I strongly am understanding that like pattern recognition, or understand, like seeing something and being like, okay, I can see the incongruence, or that's different than it's supposed to be, or look at, it's all doing this way and now that thing has changed, or whatever the heck it is. That's what I understand, okay? And I feel like that's, there's like a holdup in that way, because you're like, that's out of place, or that's not right, or that's you know, making you feel like, okay, maybe I was wrong, or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, okay? All right, so you have the Queen of Wands, and this is showing up as what to do. So that's what I'm saying. It's something about really friggin' being confident in whatever's going on here, and being, trusting yourself, you know, that kind of stuff. Trusting yourself, being confident, and pushing forward with whatever it is that you are intuitively getting, because there is something that I swear, you know, something is changing, you know, something is transitioning, and it's almost like you're getting ready for that. But again, I feel like it's like being done on like a private level, or you are not wanting to everyone to know the inner workings of something, you know, that kind of stuff. Friggin' makes sense to me, Sag. I totally get it. So, all right, you have the King of Cups, and this is showing up as what to avoid here. I would almost avoid other people's reactions to something. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I'm feeling here. I would really avoid that. And I would also avoid letting, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, because that's going to infiltrate whatever you're doing here. And like, I feel like you are on a mission of like, I know what I'm doing, don't distract me, that kind of stuff. All right. I feel like this is like, you know, again, avoiding like other people's reactions to stuff, that kind of stuff. And maybe even avoiding, but I would also not, I would have, see, I think you're very much in tune with your own intuition, your own feelings, that kind of stuff, okay? This might even be like avoiding something that has a lack of movement, or I don't know, something like that. So, all right, Sagittarius. Okay. I also want to say, don't allow one person's like opinion of you or what you're doing ruin it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. There's always gonna be somebody who's, you know, there's always gonna be somebody who like kind of waters down whatever it is that you're going for here. I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say here. So let's keep going. I mean, I feel like I do, but all right. So you guys have the Two of Swords, and you have it with the Nine of Wands, and this is showing up as your opportunity. So yeah, there is somebody who I think you should be consulting with, or there is somebody who I think would be really wise to let them in on this, whatever's going on here, to kind of like let them in on it, that kind of stuff. I don't know why, but I feel that very much so. I also think you feel that. I think there's just like a sense of wanting to keep something private, wanting to not have everyone know what's going on with everything about you, that kind of stuff. Again, this feels like, if that makes sense to me. So maybe you're feeling like everyone is kind of like on your case right now. I don't know, could be. So, all right, let's see. I would also avoid, like, it's like, don't just, it's like, if there's something that you're maybe like really not sure of, or you're just like, you know, I genuinely don't know like what to do about this thing. I don't think that this is like saying, okay, well, just like stop doing just like stop. It's like maybe just taking a little bit of like a pause there, you know, that kind of stuff. All right. In some way, I think there's like maybe a compromise, or there's a reason to be like, okay, let me just like take a break before I like, I don't know, go in full force or whatever the heck it is. It's like before I keep going forward or before I give up. There's, you know, something. So, all right, you guys have the Page of Swords. This is showing up as what to do here. So yeah, I think this is like maybe asking a particular person a question or opening up like a line of dialogue with something. This could also be maybe this is even, this might even be being extremely aware of your surroundings, your environment, that kind of stuff, and being like, okay, I know that I can like kind of trust this particular person or this group of people with certain information, that kind of stuff. That might be what it is. You know what I'm saying? It really could be, okay? This whole thing could be kind of like really feeling out the energy and seeing like, all right, who can I trust with this information? Who can I not? You know, that kind of stuff. You have the Temperance card. This is showing up as what to avoid here. I think this is maybe avoiding trying to like kind of, you know, manipulate something too much, or trying to change something into something so much that it's like, well, that now you're losing the original meaning, you know, that kind of stuff. That could be part of whatever this is. And I also think there is something about like the timing of something, like when something reaches a certain time or something, there's like, I don't know. I think that's something that's like making you kind of like, maybe hyper vigilant. And I think that's maybe where it's like, yeah, but there's somebody you could talk to, or there's somebody that you could kind of like, that maybe has the answer, that maybe you're feeling like, I'm so close to the end, but I'm stuck right here. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So, all right. Interesting. All right, Sagittarius. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.